This next introduction is not a joke. His name is actually John Morse. He's the other one. And we get confused all the time. He spelled the code, I'm spelled like the cat. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It is my great pleasure. I think you know, when John went to the Senate, we all had a lot of questions about it, whether he could make it or not, but he's obviously proven to be an extraordinary legislator. He now sits on the Joint Budget Committee. That's an exceptional honor for a freshman legislator. And he is, you know, heavily involved now in determining the direction of this state. He really has become an extraordinary legislator, I believe. So anyway, it is my honor to welcome John Morse.
Thank you very, very much. It is so awesome to be here. Really, there's sort of two things that I want to make sure that you get right this minute. And one is that I think we need to thank Dennis for stepping up to run, absolutely. But we also need to thank you for stepping up to be here today and for stepping up to help him in the coming months actually get elected. Having done this in the not too distant past, since just the last election, I can tell you that there are many, 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 many lonely hours doing this. And there's lots of trials and tribulations, and you just have to keep your eye on the gold ring that's out there. I'll do the best I can. You have to keep your view on that gold ring, because there's an awful lot that will get in the way of it. And the truth is, Dennis is not going to get elected by himself. He's only going to get elected with the help of every single person in this room and many, many, many people that are not in this room. There's all kinds of accolades that come all the time once you're actually here. You're doing such a great job. Thank you for being there. Thank you for what you do. But the truth is, I'm not here because I got here. I'm here because you helped get me here. And that's exactly what's going to need to happen for Dennis. So it is difficult to do, and you have to step up and say to yourself and put your own life on hold and be willing to do this. But it's so important that the rest of you have to put parts of your life on hold to help with this process. And you do so. You've done so with Michael Merrifield, you've done so with John Morse, and we've accomplished some great things. So now I look forward to you accomplishing great things with Dennis. The next thing that I want to make sure that you understand is how important it is that you do this so that Dennis wins. As John Morse suggested, I currently serve on the Joint Budget Committee, and our job is to put together the $17.5 billion state budget, $7.5 billion of which is general fund spending. We put our moral priorities into that document, and overall this year what we've done is said we want to focus on prevention. We want to keep people out of jail to begin with. We want to keep people in school to begin with. We want to keep people healthy to begin with. The other party, frankly, focuses more on vengeance. We'll solve problems after they've developed into full-blown problems when they're very expensive and very difficult to solve. And as an example of that, the budget that we put together was opposed by all but one Republican in the House and all but one Republican in the Senate. And those two Republicans who stood with us to pass the budget happened to both serve on the Joint Budget Committee. So they were actually involved in putting it together. They understand the complexity of putting it together, and they understand that it's moving the state in the right direction. But the rest of the Republicans, not so much. And that's why it's critical that we replace incumbent Republicans with new, fresh blood Democrats. So thank you, Dennis, for stepping up to run. Thank the rest of you for stepping up to help. And let's add at least one more, if not 9 more Democrats.